everyone, so today I am showing you how to do this look I'm wearing right now. It's basically just a really quite dramatic purple smoky eye, super sultry and sexy. I think it's perfect for like clubbing or going out with your girls on a night out or whatever you want to wear it to. It's your face, you do what you want. Today I used the Smashbox double exposure palette, which I'm so excited about. My favorite part about this palette is you can actually get the eyeshadows wet. Well, you get your brush wet, you dip them into the eyeshadows and they transform into super pigmented, creamy kind of eyeshadows. And I don't know, I'm just like in love with this right now. You get the brush as well, so you can easily apply your eyeshadows. It's dual ended. You get like the little domed side, which I like to pat color on my lid with, and you get the little angled side, which is really good for like precision, lining the outer corner, blending out, so that's really cool. And it also comes with a Smashbox full exposure mascara, so you can finish off your look with nice big lashes, and this is enough to last you 5 weeks. It's also really easy to create a look that goes really well with your personal eye shape. This palette actually comes with a little Shape Matters insert with 6 different how-tos for 6 different shapes. So I want to give you a quick review on what I think about this palette. One of the things I love about this is you can get the eyeshadows wet, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video. So many eyeshadows from other brands, if you get them wet, they create a film over top of the eyeshadow. It goes all hard and gunky. The shadows are basically unusable. What's cool about these is you can get them wet and it won't glaze over. It just dries like brand new. And it's cool too because it means that 14 shades become 28. Wetting the colours gives you a whole lot of different effects. Some of them turn really metallic, some of them turn darker and deeper, some of them turn more sparkly. I love it. It's just so versatile and you can create so many different looks with this. Also, I'm going to do a giveaway for you guys for one of these. All you have to do is follow myself and Smashbox on Twitter and then tweet us with the hashtag #ChangeSomething and tell us how you like to change something with your makeup looks. I will provide the rules and everything down below, so make sure you check that out. And without further ado, if you want to know how to create this gorgeous kind of smoky, sultry, sexy smoky eye, stay tuned. I'm so awkward. So here's a quick close-up of the eye makeup before we begin. Super sultry, super smoky, and very, very multi-dimensional. So if you want to see how I get from the left to the right, stay tuned. So first off, I'm starting with a primer and I'm just applying this all over my face as a base, and then following up with a foundation, and I'm going for quite a full coverage just because the eye look is so sultry. I don't want any of the focus to be taken away from the eyes. Once I have brightened up that area and concealed my under eye circles, I'm taking a powder and just setting everything down so it lasts all day long, and then I'm going to move on to my eyebrows and eye makeup. Now to begin, I'm actually taking my palette, but not using any eyeshadow just yet. I'm taking the brush and I'm going to use the little angled side to blend out a little bit of a black base all over my lids, just as, you know, a dark base to make the colours pop, you know the drill. Now I'm taking this dark plummy kind of colour and I'm using the same side of the brush and I'm just blending that into my crease, and I'm just working that in until it looks quite faded and creates a nice little transition. I'm using this colour dry for a transition shade just so it's not as intense. We're going to create the intensity on the lid. Next, I'm taking this colour here and I'm using the other side of the brush just to apply that to my brow bone. It's such a beautiful highlight shade. It's probably my favourite shade in the entire palette, and we do darken this up later. I just kind of was testing it out first. Now I'm taking a glass of water, as you can see, and I'm taking that same end of the brush, dipping it into the water to wet my brush, and then I'm just wiping off the excess water onto my hand. Then you can literally just take your brush and dip it straight into the colour. So that's what I'm doing with this shade here. You can see how the pigment in the eyeshadow is just transforming. It almost goes quite creamy and metallic. We're going to apply that on the middle part of the lid and the inner part of the lid. Using that same side of the brush, I'm taking the black, and this is wet, and I'm applying that to the outer kind of corner, lash line, outer V, you know, and then I'm flipping the brush over and using that angled side just to again blend that out and make it look nice and faded and, you know, blended, you know, yep, okay. Now I've wiped off my brush and I'm taking this light purpley shade. This is a wet brush as well, and I'm going to apply that to the very center of my lid and blend that out. And that's just going to create a really three-dimensional kind of effect and make your eyes look really big and amazing. Then I'm applying the same wet colour just in the middle of my lower lash line. I just think the really metallic look looks really cool, so you know. And then, as I said earlier, we're going to darken up that highlight shade, well, make it more intense. I just wet my brush and went in with the same shade under my brow bone and on my inner corners, just because I felt like we could do with a little bit more drama, and I love the way it came out. I dried off the angled side of my brush and went into the black and just kind of blended out that eyeliner I just applied. And when you use this side of the brush dry, it kind of creates a more like blended line, and if you want a harsh line you just wet it, which I'll show you soon. But now I'm using the little mascara that the palette comes with just to apply that all over my lashes and create nice long thick voluminous lashes. You guys know how it is. Gotta have some mascara. I don't know how anyone could look without this stuff. As I said before, for a harsher line you just have to wet that angled brush, so that's what I'm doing here with black eyeshadow. I'm just going over that lash band and, you know, sharpening everything up a little bit, making everything a little bit darker and more bold. So that's how the eyes are looking. I love them. They really fit in well with that kind of grungy theme and trend that's happening at the moment. Next I'm taking a bronzer and just applying that to my cheeks and bronzing up my skin just because I want quite a bronze finish. And I'm also going to contour my face just to, you know, suck in my cheeks a little bit, make my face look a little bit more structured, and highlighting, of course, all of that good stuff. Now for my lips, I'm going with a really muted kind of natural pink shade just because I feel like it goes really well with the bronze skin and dramatic eyes. I want all of the focus to be on my eyes because that is my favorite part. I'm using this light pink lipstick over top of that lip liner, and then I'm going to top it off with a little bit of lip gloss just because I love lip gloss at the moment. And we are done. That's the finished look. I love it so much. It's perfect for evening wear, parties, dates, anything like that. You can wear it wherever you want. I am in love, and I love the contrast of the eye makeup with the really kind of muted face and lips. I just love it so much. Here's a little close-up of my eyeball. I hope you guys like it. So would I personally recommend the double exposure palette? Yes, I would. After testing this out, I am just obsessed. I love the technology. I think it's so versatile and just so much fun to use. It's a little bit special, it's a little bit fun, a little bit crafty. So hope you guys like this, and if you did, please thumbs up, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Even if I wasn't going to repurchase it for myself, Hamish would definitely want it again. We both love the plain tea tree oil creamy cleanser, so this kind of goes hand in hand with that. And then the last thing I have here is by Clarity, and I got this off NZ sale, and I'd never heard of it before, but it's called a sea salt solution salt and mud peel in a scrub. So you could call this almost a dupe for a peel, because it gives you the results of a peel but without peeling, without using a peel.